Well, let's now talk about one company which has got some news associated. The news that came in yesterday was that Voltas, day before yesterday, in fact, this news came out. Voltas has forayed into the air cooler segment. We spoke to the management earlier of Voltas to take a view as to how exactly, what kind of revenue benefits is the company expecting from this new product category. I spoke to Mr. Pradeep Bakshi, President and COO at Voltas, UPBG, and when I asked him as to what has been the new launch like and why did the company need to enter into this new category and what kind of an opportunity are they seeing there, then this is what he had to say.
For quite some time, actually, we were looking for brand extension and we were looking at as to what all products can we extend our brand to. And, we through the researches, we've got to know, since we are already into cooling appliances, including the air conditioners and water coolers and commercial refrigerant products. So probably this was a natural extension to us. And customers have been generally looking for a product which can provide them with quality cooling at an affordable price, So that is how the idea came to our mind. And, in this particular category, we also analyze that there are not many branded players available. It is largely contributed, the sales and the business has been contributed by the unorganized sector, only about 70% of this. So we thought there is a gap and a vacuum in this category. And we being the cooling experts, we can very well fit into this. And that's how this thought came to us. And we immediately jump into this, and we thought probably we can do justice to our consumers and we can provide them with affordable and quality cooling through this product category.
Mr. Bakshi, can you also give us a sense of the kind of revenues that you're targeting from this particular category?
Initially by next year, next 1 year, because this is the humble launch and this year, summers have already gone by largely. So in the, coming year, we have been looking forward to almost 100,000 units through this, and we would next 2-3 years would like to see ourselves one amongst top 3 players in the category.
Any plans to enter any more product categories? How many new product launches can we expect in FY16?
Not exactly. We haven't, frozen any plans as of now. We've been working on various categories, but nothing has been finalized. Once it, freezes, we'll come back to you.
When it comes to the AC category, what's the market share that you have? What kind of target have you set for yourself?
Yeah, so in air conditioning category, as you rightly said, season in last 3 years have been, delayed. Summers are starting late. March and April month have gone by, and, there were quite a bit of rains and actually hailstorms happening in major parts of North India, and North contributes to a larger extent especially in the summer months. So somehow, first 2 months generally are going like that only last 2-3 years. But, summers are little extended and summers are delayed, but then they are not very long lived actually. That's unfortunate part for the this cooling appliance category. But nevertheless, we have been able to make most out of it, even if whatever summers is living up to, whether it is 1 month, 15 days or 20 days, we try and, make up our numbers. And we've been growing continuously as Voltas brand. So I'm quite hopeful this year also, we will be gunning for, 1 million air conditioners. We've been selling quite a few, and we've been growing faster than the industry. So I think I'm quite optimistic about that. Season is going to catch up a little late, but it will last, and it, of course, will make most out of it.
What kind of an ad spend have you planned for FY16?
Yeah, and also to answer to the last question, to add to that, market share also you talked about. Our market share has been to the tune of 25% on the primary estimate basis, and also on the third-party research basis, which is survey is being conducted by international organizations, which is syndicated research. That also says our market share in the last year was 20.8%, because it is only on the secondary sales basis. On the primary sales estimates, we are about 25% market share. And coming back to the market spend, we have allocated last year we had allocated and we spent about 3% of our turnover. So hopefully we'll continue in that fashion in the coming year as well.
And what kind of a volume growth are you targeting in FY16?
In FY16, we, as I said, last year the results got announced till third quarter, and our growth was roughly around 23% in unitary cooling products. I'm very specific about the category which I've been handling and which we are talking about here. We grew by about 23%, and the final year results are still to be declared, because they are still people are compiling and audits are happening. So you will get to know about them a little later. And next year also we will be looking forward to similar kind of growth, whatever gets ended this year.
Right. And any impact of a slowdown in the rural demand that you would have seen so far or in the current quarter?
Yeah, unfortunately, not only the last quarter. If I look at the journey in the last 2-3 years, because of weather playing a spoil sport, and especially in the rural areas, because the crops are not doing so well, and therefore there is some bit of an impact, and therefore industry has not been growing with the same pace as it grew in the between 2005 and 2010. It grew very fast, actually, rapidly. It was CAGR was somewhere around 22% as far as the industry goes, and Voltas as a brand grew by about 38% CAGR at that point in time. But then post that, because of various factors, including the global economic conditions not doing so well, and similarly last 2-3 years, as specifically the weather also is not doing have not behaved in the same fashion as it is supposed to be, and all this has actually brought down the customer sentiments all in all, and therefore industry growth has been roughly around single digit only in last 2-3 years, whereas it used to be 22% and all a few years back. So that definitely has taken a toll on the industry growth.
All right, so that was the management of Voltas talking about the new launch and the outlook ahead.